Hello, everybody. Welcome. How are we all? Welcome. Hello, Adrian. How's it going? Catching up on last week. Good idea. But probably going to undo a bunch of stuff that we did last night. As usual, I have been playing with things and, making changes. And yeah, I'm not too happy with how we left things. Well, I mean, I'm happy with how we left things, but I'm not too happy with how it is. So I think we should change it. Hello, Darren. Perfect timing. Well, enjoy your dinner and a show. Sparky, welcome. Barely had breakfast. Well, that makes sense. Oh my gosh, 10 months. Gosh, I think I've probably been streaming for a year. I think. I don't know though. Whoa. Thanks for the APOC TT is what Twitch wants me to say. So I will do that. Oh, it's an emote. There you go. I don't like that Twitch emotes don't start with a colon, so I don't know. Well, Darren, the hot single in your area was inside you all along. It is hot though, I tell you. I've got my tea. I expect to be sweating in about 5 minutes because it's a lovely day. Wearing shorts. Not that you can see. Not that you will. 1 year and 3 days. You followed on the 25th of October. I should probably find out. I'm sure there's a way to find out when my first stream was. Actually, I can. I can find out when my first YouTube video was uploaded. Episode 1, still like the last time I put actual educational content into these videos. Actually, that's not true. Episode 2 was alright too. Hey, Cobra Sean, how's it going? You are you mean the Tulsa.net user group this morning? Well, last night for you? I don't even know where you are. I've hung out there a few times. It's fun. Yeah, so October 31st was my first YouTube video upload. So yeah, almost a year. I guess it may as well be a year. Yeah, Tulsa. Yeah, no, I've been to a few of the Tulsa.net meetups. I was there for Mads' talk on C# 9. I was there for Glenn's talk on source generators. It's a really convenient time for me because I've sort of finished all my meetings, grab a coffee and relax and do some work while listening to friends talk for an hour. It's good fun. Plus, every now and again I can pipe up in the chat, and I like answering random questions. Actually, I like the chatting about things after the talk. I don't like preparing talks gets old, but yeah, just chatting is good fun. Which is why I stream on Twitch, because I get to put no planning into these events. None at all. So, let's me show you what... well, I'll tell you what. Let's do two things. Firstly, let's do that. Hello. I have no PRs except for this one, which doesn't count because it's a Mac client. But I merged all the PRs, so I'm going to show... I'll do a quick recap of what this app is, because even compared to last week, there's a few minor differences. After parties go for hours. Yeah, unfortunately that's where the workday, being convenient for the workday for me, means that it's like, okay, let's sit and chat for 3 hours, and it's like, oh, it's 11 a.m. I haven't really done any work yet. Better drop. C# 10 is in the early planning stages, but yeah, I'm not on the language. I don't bother trying to keep up with the language side of things until they decide what's going to be in it and release it. You're on watch for the repo? Yeah, well, there was a few Discord few notifications in the Discord too. Yeah, in fact, if you want to get notifications when things happen in GitHub, feel free to join the Discord. Usually there's a smattering of work done throughout the week. But yeah, so the Mac client I'm still working on, but let's run this thing and maybe you've just joined me for the first time. So this is what I'm working on, or I have been working on. If you haven't joined for the first time, and you were here last week, you'll notice that we have tunnels now. So I merged the tunnels branch, which was a little bit broken, and so I had to fix it first. And the good news for Darren, who wrote the tunnels, is that all of the breakages were completely my fault. So yeah, we have smooth tunnels, and they look alright. So I put them on by default, which is not bad. It's a bit funny because if you turn off the tunnels, there's hidden trains underneath, which is a bit weird. So I don't know, there might be still some more UI tweaks to do, but we'll see. You can just sit here all day going like this. Oh, thank you, Philip, for the link. I was gonna bring that up, but then I couldn't be bothered. Yeah, it's so early in C# 10 that like candidates should be taken as its meaning. I would say don't get too attached to anything. But if you are interested, it's a great time to hop in to the repo and contribute, ideas and things, because they're under active discussion. So the other thing I did was I was using Font Awesome for for these little buttons, and I changed that so that instead of shipping Font Awesome, I now just have SVGs. There are ghosts in build mode. Ghosts, that's the currently selected train. That's not a ghost. There's ghost tunnels. So yeah, and so you can switch between trains. So now we're on this one, and now we're back to this one. So you don't need to have quite so fine aim to click the train. When a track is in a tunnel. Yes. Oh, when a train is in a tunnel. Yes. Hang on, they'll be on there. There are ghost trains. Hey, spooky Halloween themes. I like it. So yeah, I got rid of Font Awesome and replaced it with SVGs, which, well, there was one reason I did it, and that is I wanted this icon, which wasn't in the Font Awesome font that I had, and the library I was using is sort of deprecated-ish. The Howling Phantom, very on brand, very on brand. Hey, thanks for following, Kevin O'Regan. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the garages. I don't know. Anyway, so let me show you. The SVG thing is interesting though. So, well, actually, first of all, we shall fulfill our social contracts and add our name. Name. Very good. So the SVGs are in here. So they're in this little folder, and basically what I did was somewhere here is an enum that says, hey, these are all the pictures that this game knows about. Each one of them corresponds to one of them. And in here, there is this switch statement that maps from this enum value to a picture. The way this is done is with everybody's favorite, a source generator, because what else would we use? So I found this source generator online, and it works pretty good. So it reads in the SVG and it writes out all of this code, which I certainly could not write. And so we get native skier drawn icons by dropping an image in, which I think is really cool. The only issue is it doesn't quite work on a Mac. This build error is the SVG generator. There's just some little quirks in its NuGet package. It's not the native DLL doesn't end up in the right place, which is weird because it only affects Mac, and I don't know what that's all about. But I don't know. Maybe the folder name's wrong for a Mac. It is a different native DLL. But yeah, this works really cool. So what else was I going to do? Oh yes, I was going to see. Where's the version? Preview 6. I was going to see if there's a new version published, because I put in a very brief PR to update it, and no, okay, that's cool. The PR got merged, but not published yet. Anyway, the only annoying thing about it was so if you look, so this class has only static things in it, and it's not a static class, which triggers a compiler warning, and I have all of the warnings turned up to 11 on this project, so it complained about the generated code, so I just thought I'd PR a quick fix to make this static, but also I added the auto-generated comment to the top of the file, so hopefully that'll fix the problem. So what are we doing today? So last week, we added in signals, or rather a way to get signals to work, I should say, because of course signals were added earlier by the wonderful Scott. And as usual, Visual Studio's just decided it's going to be a slow build this time. It's coming, it'll be there any second. That's that fast up-to-date check. It's actually probably the source generator ruining it. Anyway, so what happens with signals? So these are signals. I can stop the train for 5 seconds and it'll start going again now. Or I can, oops, oh, missed. I can stop the train until I decide to make it go again. These are signals, and the way they work is you build a track and then you click again and it's a signal. You click again and it toggles. Hey Roman, welcome. The issue with this is it doesn't quite work. You get some weird behavior. So if I go down here, let's actually, oh, there we go. So if I do that, I'm like disconnecting this track, which is good, but now I've made this a signal, which is a bit weird. Also, I can't make that a signal because it's at the end of a track. And so you kind of end up in this state where this is a signal, but it shouldn't be a signal. And I've got some hacky code to try to deal with that. And like, you can see it just kind of, yeah, it's a bit weird. So I want to do that in a better way. And what I think I want to do is basically, so when you click on a train, you get this little UI. And I think that's kind of the way that we should go. Basically, if you click on a track, you get a little UI pop up there that says all of the different types of track this cell could be. So drawing tracks is, you know, unchanged. And then if you want a sort of fancier track, you just use the UI, it's an extra click. I was looking at some videos of, the new build and play buttons. Yes, I forgot about them. Yeah, I decided the old one was hideously ugly. And yeah, since I had SVGs, it's like, oh, let's make them better. The UI framework is actually coming along nicely. So this is now a special type of button, which is a multi-button. So it's a button with 2 buttons inside it. And then this is also a multi-button. They're just different sizes, and so is this. And so, yeah, the UI framework is it's coming along. I am tempted. There's a game jam that GitHub are running that Scott told me about today, and I am kind of tempted because it would be fun to maybe genericize some of this stuff, but I'm just not good at games or writing them or playing them. So yes, so the only problem with using the pointer tool to click a track and have it pop up is that you also use the pointer tool to drag. And if you use the pointer tool, let me get some tracks here. Ugh, horrible. See, that's just not nice. Okay, so if we use the pointer tool here, it swaps where the track goes. So click has a function, and click and drag has a function. And when you combine the two by clicking here and dragging, see that jump? It's not a very nice experience. So I either am going to have to fix that, or basically make a different tool, make a pan tool that does the clicking. And but I'll see if I can fix it, because I think it should be, like, yeah, that, look how much that dropped. Horrible. But I think it should be possible to fix. We'll see. Thank you for the link, Scott. Yes, the game off. Oh, is it itch.io as well? I thought it was GitHub. Anyway. White space paralysis. Well, I mean, that's kind of one of the cool things about using this as a engine is it's a huge head start, but the thing I have paralysis with is actual coming up with ideas. Right mouse button to move around the map is not a bad idea, but I do want this, well, I don't know. I have this dream that this will be, available on iOS and Android and cross-platform. So I'm sort of hesitant to use keyboards and right mouses. That would certainly be an easy way to do it. And actually, there's probably an argument to do that anyway, because one thing I would love to do is like when I'm drawing a track. So if I go here, I'm like, oh, I'm off screen. I can't easily move the screen now. I mean, guess I could use the mini map, but it's not very precise. So actually right mouse button to pan when you're in any mode would be good, but I still like the idea of fixing the pointer just in case touch ever happens. Oh, well, actually, I guess, I mean, all of my laptops except my MacBook are touch devices, so touch kind of happens already. So yeah, I don't really want to rely on keyboard or right mouse button. The usual is a hand icon, yeah. So yeah, a hand icon on the spacebar toggle, like a separate tool is easy, I can do that. And I can have keyboard, I mean, I guess I could have keyboard as a shortcut, but it's a tool you can select as well, but you know. You're gonna pressure me into signing up for the next first. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not averse. I'm not gonna come up with an idea. A channel in the Trains.net Discord. All right. Well, I'm always on board for creating more channels in the Discord. Actually, I am going to create another channel because I'm also thinking of doing a second stream every week. And when I say thinking, I'm pretty much, Monday is the day I will either be doing it or I will never do it. But yes, I am thinking of doing a second stream every week on a Monday morning, my time, working on some little Roslyn feature or bug or whatever to sort of maybe help people, encourage people to contribute to Roslyn, but also just have people watch me flounder around. Hey Jonas, welcome. Thank you for following. How is your evening? It feels so early. Oh yeah, well, I guess, are you... Hey Luce, are you out of daylight savings now? I think you went out this week, right? I know next week all of my meetings, like my first meeting's not till 7:45, I can basically sleep in. So I'm very happy, but yeah, I guess that'll... Maybe I'll get more UK viewers now. Let me look at them. Oh, it's 10 AM. Goodness. 10 AM is not a breakfast stream, Sparky. I'm sorry. It's just not. Well, I mean, maybe on the weekends. But 10 AM is second coffee. Maybe. Sweden, welcome. Out of daylight savings, excellent. Yes, I have... my Tuesdays, I used to have a 6 AM meeting and then a 6 PM meeting. And now it's like an 8 AM meeting and a 7:45 meeting. And I don't know, it's maybe better, but sometimes not. And that's with like people in, I think, Slovenia, Spain, Germany, they're all over the place. So Jonas, I don't know who you're asking. I'm in Australia. Luce is in the UK. Sparky's in the UK, I think. We have a few UK people. We have a few, some random countries join. Good. I don't get the American audience at this time, but that's okay. They get enough stream content. Stand up on Thursdays. We have a daily stand up, except that all of my team is in the US. So I get Monday all to myself because it's their Sunday. Then Tuesday we don't have a stand up because we have another meeting. So Wednesday is my first stand up of the week. And then I miss the one on Friday because that's my Saturday. So I never know. It's not, I don't know. It's just a random series of, here's some things I did, maybe. Yeah, it's not too late. It's almost 9 o'clock. Dave time. Central Dave time. Yes, almost 9. I've done nothing yet. This is just like a normal workday. This is good. Please derail me more. I don't want to think. Tell you what, you guys, we'll all just chat. We'll just watch the trains go around. There's a bunch more trains here we can watch. Actually, it was really funny when I did the tunnels because I turned them on here and I'd drawn out all these tracks without tunnels on and I completely forgot. And when I turned them on by default, I was like, oh, they're missing now. It's kind of almost wasteful. Like there's so much stuff there happening that you can't see. Maybe it needs to be permanently you know, like faded like that. I don't know. Have to think about it. Yeah, so I was looking at OpenTTD to get some ideas because I wasn't enjoying the UI that I've got, and OpenTTD has, let's say, it has just as good a UI as this, so it was a nice little bonus. But yeah, what I was really curious about was the track drawing, because I love that you can just draw by dragging like this, but that really sort of limits you to one track type, I feel. So I was curious how they did that, and it looked like they basically had one tool for auto draw, like I have, and then one tool per special track. So that's essentially what I'm going to do. Oh my god, OpenTTD has a phone? I can't even imagine. I wouldn't say the UI is better. It's a very, I mean, this isn't really a game yet, right? Oh no. Oh no. Damn, that eraser tool. Oh no. Yep, yep. This is where we do this. We go Task Manager, which I can't move onto the screen. Task Manager has decided it's going to be small today. Now, how do we... Oh, I'll probably need to make it bigger. I think if you do it from processes, it won't save, maybe. Let's see how lucky I am. Okay. Yeah, end process. Kill it. All right. Did we get our tracks back? Yes. maybe I need an undo. Yeah, it's a bit like if I click somewhere there, like, oh, apparently I found a train. I don't know. It's a bit weird. I'm still not sure about tunnels. They look good, but anyway. You haven't started working yet, huh? That's what happens. Call it research. It's fine. You're learning something. Maybe, I don't know. Ask me a question about C# 9 and write off the whole hour. It'll be fine. Exactly. Yeah, the day's basically over. Let's forget about it. So why does it jump? That's what I want. Why does it jump? So in theory, what should be happening... So when you mouse down... it's because I'm not setting something? No, I am setting X and Y. When I start... Oh, maybe that's only set in the drag method. Nope, it's not. See, the problem here is I can't remember how any of this code works. Hey, thank you for following. Gem Battler. Are you an Aussie battler, as they say? Which is... I realise that's weird to say now, because if you're not, you probably don't get that joke. And if you are, well, I'm just doxing you. I can remove those else's. What? I like else's. Which else's? I watched a bit of the AOC Twitch stream. It was, I don't know, it was fine. There were 300,000 people watching her stream. I get, 10, 15 viewers. It's great. We're very similar. Yes, it's absolutely open source. Fairness, you should feel free. There's every build publishes a release. So at the moment, there's only Windows apps. There's WPF, I think, is the only one I publish. But if you want to clone it down and run it, there's WinForms, WPF. There is a Mac branch and it runs. It just doesn't publish yet. Thanks for the subscription though. That's, yeah. But yeah, no, come and join in the fun. Open an issue, open a PR. Happy to have you on board. Be better if she'd raided this channel. Yeah, well, you know. I think that's too much pressure. I don't think I need 300,000 people looking at me. Maybe. Somewhere here. Don't I save the X and Y? Maybe I don't. Alright, so what's happening is we're coming in here. We check if it's valid, which is presumably true. So we change the track. Oh, is it? Maybe it's just this thing. Yeah, that's what it'll be. it'll be this thing. So we don't fire execute. Where's it? I need a three-way track to demonstrate. So signals, they just get in the way. So as I'm dragging here, whoa, no, okay, that's not what I thought it was. That's really weird. Why is it jumping? Okay, hang on. Oh, the pointer tool is saving the last X and Y. Ah, okay. I wonder if that's the problem. So the other way to do this, well, you could do it on mouse up, but that's a bit weird. Your code controls a train wreck. I should maybe have a contributing guidelines. These are very polite trains. I don't know if I have a good example of this here, but yeah, here we go. Oh, you won't be able to see because they're half under a tunnel. Hang on, I'll turn off tunnels. So if you watch the trains, they all wait at these intersections. They just slow down and wait for each other. They're very polite trains. No collisions, no explosions, please. One of the first, so this is all based on it's a rewrite of a JavaScript game that a few of my friends and I worked on, and this one is web-based, so you can play it anywhere. But this one had, I think it was like the trains would disappear if they touched each other. But I think this, I think they just stop now. Yeah. But yeah, in an early version of this, the trains disappeared, and I think there was an explosion or something. And yeah, it literally made my son cry when he was using it. So I'm like, nope, no exploding trains, no dying. There's no death in this game. Everyone just waits politely for everyone else. But feel free to pee anything else. We do need to do disco mode at some point, yes. That's a very good idea. Realistic mode. I don't want realism. Why would you want to come and do realism? This is escapism, Roman. This is, getting out of all of this. Oh dear. You forked Skier Sharp. Oh well. You could contribute to that too. Right. I think I'm going to do a pan tool because I'm, oh dear, tradesmen, I tell you, they're very reliable. That's a whole other story. I think I'm going to do a pan tool because otherwise I'll be spending all evening trying to get this, this silly thing worked out, and I don't want to do that. Escapism with signals. Well, oh, I moved the signals as well. They were in a folder called Logic, and I moved them, I think, the track folder. But, I like the idea of one day having Logic, maybe. Anyway, let's write a quick tool. If we can remember how to do it. So this is in all modes. Its name is pan. And I guess I'm just going to copy the code from here because I've already written this. Cheating. Yep. In fact, we want those two methods. Go to you. There. Do I need to do anything on execute? I can't actually remember. No, I think I just return false from this. And you can do nothing and probably won't ever get called. And we get smart fields. We need a pixel mapper. Embedding Lua scripting. Yeah. I think I talked about that at one point on one of my streams. Like the idea that as a train enters a track, like a signal or a T intersection or something, that some script would be run, so that I kind of like the idea of you could provide a train and I could provide a train, and we could put them on the track and just see how they, like, an AI, but what is the symbol in the end of the function? So very good question, thank you. It's litany. That is a expression bodied member. I will demonstrate in just a moment once I finish typing this. So it's the same symbol as you use for a lambda, but if you put it at the end of a method, it's basically just defining a method. Whoops, didn't do that. It's defining a method without a body. So this, you know, much like a lambda, you don't have the return statement, and that's just what you're returning. And so it's really good for small things like, you know, this method always returns false, so you just save a few lines. I tend to only use it for one-liners, one-line methods, but yeah, you can use it here. So this is a property. This is a bit weird. This takes a bit of getting used to, because this looks like a field, and if you do that, then it is a field, but if you do that, then it's a read-only property, which is a bit strange. It saves a bit of space. The thing that I like it for is it makes it really obvious to me that these properties are just supplying a value. They don't have any smarts in them. Less so with methods, but sort of because I do it only with one-liners, it's kind of the same idea, where if I see that it's expression bodied, I kind of don't have to read what the method is doing. I just know all it's doing is some calculation maybe, and it's returning a value. It's pretty hard. It's not impossible. Maybe it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible, but it's pretty hard to have an expression bodied something change the state of what you're doing, like set a field or something. So I kind of use it as a really clear signal when I'm reading the code to say this is sort of something. Essentially, I don't need to worry about what this is doing. It's working out a value. That's all. I don't have to like read through the code and check, essentially. If that makes any sense, I have no idea. Detector tracks and wires. Well, I mean, okay, so signals, great. Detector tracks is another obvious one. Wires is interesting. Yeah, my problem is I'm a bit of a dictator in this sense, where if I haven't thought through how wires should work, then I don't want anyone else to PR them. But I'm happy to think through it and talk through it. I just haven't yet. Okay, so let's see if this works. This should be straightforward. 2 trains enter, 1 trains leave. I mean, that's kind of the idea, I guess, with an AI-ish thing, but more like 2 trains try to enter and 1 says, excuse me, you go first, and no, you go first. Hello, Raphael. Welcome in. Speed limited tracks, I definitely want to do. I really wanted to do, like, as the first proof of concept for a custom track type, I really wanted to do a speed boost track that, like, you know, would have the little yellow triangles and would make the train go fast, but then that boost would wear off over time or whatever. But it turns out that was harder than not doing it, so yeah, something else came first. Okay, cool, so pan works and clicking does nothing. Whoops. Yep, that's great. And then pointer does nothing, but you have to click. If I drag, that's a bit unfortunate. That'll do. All right, so now we can make pointer do something proper. So what are we gonna do? Speed limiter tracks, crossings, pedestrian, blood. You had me, and then you just ruined it at the end, Darren. You just, you know, you went too far. Whoa, that's a wall of text. I've got my concept in my mind. UI with sockets you can place wires into, and the wires is an abstract link, not a physical thing. Yeah, I mean, I could totally see that. I could totally see. I could totally see that in build mode, you had, like, you know, opaque wires that you run around. And I guess the wires would have to form junctions. So, you know, this one detector rail here would trigger these 3 signals. And then somehow you have to get the wire so that you can say, well, I want to cross this, but I don't want it to connect. So, I mean, I can totally see that. That's, yeah, totally good. The biggest thing I'm thinking right now of as far as what makes that hard is at the moment, so the game is divided into cells, right? Each cell can be one thing. And it can have a train on it or not, but it can be one thing. With wires, you then end up where the wires have to run along the tracks or can cross them, but they don't interact with the tracks, but they do interact with the signals and the detector tracks. So I don't know how that works in my head, but yes, some tracks can be 2 things, I know. Well, in fact, with tunnels, possibly I could be able to draw a track that goes over the top of the mountain. So some cells could be 2 tracks at once that don't interact, which, I mean, that's just crazy. I need an order on my pan tool. Where is my pan tool? Where did I put it? I put it in UI framework. Clever. Yeah, it up along there. Get rid of it. I don't know where to put it, so we'll put it here. Organization, that'll do. Yes, and I need a button. Nope. What? Nope. Paste. Oh, gee. What? There we go. That was way harder than it should have been. I've never played Factorio, but I've looked at it and I've thought, that looks like something I would probably like, but I have very little patience for the grind of like getting to, you know, a level where presumably it's fun, but I don't know. I've played enough Minecraft and Redstone to work it out. All right, so when we execute our pointer, if there's a train, we're going to do nothing. Let's get rid of this tri-tunnel stuff. What I want is, I want that code back. What I want is, if there is a track that you have clicked on, and I'm going to say, we're going to have a current track. In fact, no, we're going to have a selected track, because that's a much better name. And otherwise, we're not going to have a selected track. Will do. And I'm gonna get rid of this for now. And that needs to be nullable. That's a T. Alright. Cool. So that's a selected track. So now what we need is a screen. I was never into modded Minecraft. I don't know. Again, it was the grind. Not very grindy. I don't know. I played with some friends once and got like super advanced stuff with whatever, but it was like, you know, what was it? It was, you know, you've got to get this 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 to get this, and it was so many steps, and I'd always forget what I was trying to do, and then I'd get distracted and figure out what my end goal was, and yeah. I don't know. I'm happy with vanilla. That's in the wrong spot. That should be in that folder. I'm happy with vanilla, and I still pick it up occasionally. My kids have just started playing it, and I really want to get into it and like play with them a bit, but they're so fickle. Like, you know, they'll play it for a bit, and then they'll stop. They'll play it for a bit more, and then they'll stop. Interaction. That's what I want. All right, so we have a screen, and it will accept mouse things, and it will draw things, and that's all we need so far. So we need our track. Come on, you know what's there, IntelliSense. There we go. yeah, I can imagine Vectoria is very popular with beds. In fact, I think some people on the C# Discord were playing it the other day, and you know, crazy layouts that do all sorts of stuff. Well, actually, someone, Aaron, who's in the Discord, linked me to a hang on, I'll see if I can find it. This. Copy the link and open the browser and put the browser on the right monitor. No, that's not what I wanted. I want the link that links to. There we are. This video was linked to me the other day, and it has no sound except for music. But so if you look, this is the input number, this is the other number, and then this is the result of subtracting those two numbers. And so this is OpenTDD. So this is done with trains and signals and, you know, yeah. So it's like the whole, like the old, you know, GPUs and CPUs implemented in Minecraft. It's the same thing. Yeah, Turing complete train tracks. Why not? It's an obvious thing to do, right? I don't know. I kind of would like to see the steps to building this sort of thing up, but then it also kind of scares me, and it also reminds me too much of analog electronics and digital electronics at university, and I don't really want to remember university. Pause the video if you need more time to read the labels. Well, thank you, I will. Oh, so this is how it's gonna, yeah, right. So, you know, maybe we'll get there. I don't know what the frames per second will just grind to a halt when we do, but there we go. Do you know what we need? We need an event. Collection change. So we need selection changed. Haha. How's that for a name? That one. Yeah, definitely. My favorite thing about writing anything, but this train thing in particular, is like some of these little components are tiny little things, and they are like, they're boring, right? They don't really do anything, but then you put them all together in this game and it's amazing. I love it so much. Yeah, like I don't know what, maybe like the tree, the birds PR that I did, where basically in one single class that was about 30 lines long, I got these random little birds flying around the game. Like, it was so cool, but it was just building on the components that were there, and, you know, I don't know. I love it. Selection changed. I forgot to make another little... Oh, it's not. Okay, sure. Okay, so then I guess... Oh, I guess this is complaining about I haven't implemented the property, right? Yep, I have it. Let's do that by hand, shall we? So, what was it? Selected... Oh, I call it selected track, which I totally shouldn't have done because this is not track specific. Yeah, nullable. Nope. Selected. I guess entity. I kind of I'm over the word entity, if I'm honest. Yep. And then that, and so selection changed. Okay. This is maybe null. Yes, maybe null. Very true. That's probably going to be... Oh no, I made that. Good, good. All right, let's rename this before we forget. Okay. Back to our... I've lost it. Where's the UI? Track selection. Oh, tool. It should be tool. That's going to be confusing to me. Panel. In fact, yes, it's a panel. So it shall inherit from panel. Huzzah for rendering from UI frameworks. Does it not have it changed? Oh yeah, that one's gonna change. Okay. So what are we doing? Okay, so when the selection changes on which track is selected, we are going to say that we've changed. And actually, we're going to be invisible, and we're going to say list.visible equals selected entity. Isn't nope. Oh, all right. So that will make us visible when there is a selection. Thing. What else do we need to do? We need to set our top. Okay, so we need to set my bar. Actually, before I forget, let's just set. Maybe set the inner height. Actually, no, the default's fine. All right. So what we also need to do is position ourselves below the track that was just selected. Hello, above? Yeah. Did I miss anything in chat? Nah. Let me know if I did. Say it again. Okay, so yeah, what are we doing? We need to know where to put this. Okay, so we need to go pixel mapper dots. So chords to viewport pixels. It's XY. Let's go. And then so this is see what I want to do there is go and capture that, but I can't do that. There was a discussion on that recently in one of the discords I'm in, that maybe that might be coming, which is nice. Yeah, okay, actually we can do this. Okay, so if the select entity is a track, then we're going to be visible, and this is track.row, and I guess we can just do +1 if we want to be below. What's wrong with this? Unassigned local variable. Oh yeah, okay, because if that's null. Yeah, alright. Trying to be too fancy. There we are. Don't you hate that when you need to cough and then you're like, wait, I need to find the mute button. Yeah, I feel like there's a better way to do this somehow without without doing this, but I don't know. Does visible fire changed? No, good. All right, so okay, so we're positioned underneath, so that should be cool. So this dot top is Y. This dot left is X. And that didn't work because whoa. Oh, okay, they're not settable. You're supposed to just override them, I guess. Oh, it's abstract even. Okay. That makes sense a bit. We'll just make them settable. Oh no, that's abstract. Nah, I don't think it needs to be abstract. It was good at the start, but alright. Let's just see if this works. Except it won't because it doesn't compile. Yes, it does. It compiles. The squiggles went away. Alright, so in theory, this should cause clicking on a track should cause this little panel to display, which should have nothing in it, if the theory is correct. This is a perfect example of what I mean by writing little components, right? Here's a little class that doesn't do anything except it's like, oh, well, if we've got a selection, then I'll be visible. That's all. And then here's a completely different thing that controls whether there's a selection, but you put the two together and it doesn't work because that's how this works. Okay, so let's do some debugging. As it always happens, and I know that it's something stupid because I always get it wrong first time. So it's some random little thing. Oh, you know what it is? I've just seen it. It's going to be this. See, this is valid check where I said, oh, I don't want this now. What I meant by that was I do want it. I don't want this bit. So this was never valid unless you clicked on a train. Now I want it to be valid if you click on a train or a track. But I don't care about when the track can toggle. And I have broken everything. No, I've just broken white space. Yeah, that's... Oh, brackets? Yes, I have also broken brackets. Okay. Let's try this again. See, it's always something little. It's always something with you. Alright, so we click on the right tool. This is the problem with having a separate tool. Maybe I should have this panel shown all the time. Anyway, click. Oh, look at that. It didn't work. Well, that works. Okay. So it moves up and down by, yeah, it looks like the right amount. Left. Oh, my panel is docked. Oh dear. Position, whoa, position is floating. Okay, now it should work. I forget how to use my own UI library. Okay, click. Nope, wrong tool. Yes. All right, very nice. So now all we need to do, is fill this panel with, that's annoying, with the various types of tracks. And I guess that should also, yeah, not capture the mouse. Okay, cool. So, how do we do that? Firstly, we'll set our inner height something reasonable. All right. So that's the column and the row. I'm going to need to do all of this stuff in here, aren't I? Yeah, okay. Let us extracto methodo. Display. Right. And that is not null. Yeah. Alright, that's a bit nicer. So we need to have an enumerable of static entity factory of track. Why didn't that add using? Didn't I click that? Oh well, did that. No, I don't want to remove the unused parameter thing. Alright, so actually we can steal some more code. Because this code exists over here. No, it doesn't. It exists here. Find next entity. That's what I want. Okay. That. Yeah. Alright, so what we need to do is, so we have a bunch of these factories, and each factory is responsible for giving us a type of track. So it could be a bridge, a track, a signal at the moment. And I should probably have made those parameters rather than having tracked as a parameter, but there we go. And so what we want to do is, if we are allowed to create, if this factory says it's okay to create the entity at this point, then we want to essentially draw that entity. I think that makes sense. Yes, I think that makes sense. Okay. So, very chill. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. I am also very chill because it's 9:30 at night. Although usually I am then pumped up, full of adrenaline at the end of the night and can't sleep on Wednesday nights. But that's okay because I also can't sleep on Tuesday night. So, you know. Okay. So what do we do? Okay, so we have here an entity which is a something. We don't know what it is, but we want to offer it as an option. So what we need to do is create a button for it. And I guess, can we go, let's just do a text button for now. We're just going to get the name of the thing. It is never active, and we're going to do nothing. Right, so we have a button. That's obviously not very useful. What we want to do... Do we want this to be a button? No, we just need to draw this. I don't know how this is going to work. Let's find out. All right, so we need a list of buttons we're going to have, and we're going to add a new button to our list. And so this will be a track, and then that'll be a thing. Great. And then here, let's just store our buttons. And okay, so our top is that, our left is that. Okay, so we're going to do, now width is the number of buttons we have times 40, and therefore left is what is it, x minus list inner width divided by 2. Don't need the brackets. Alright, cool, so that should be centered. And then if we override render, we can cheat. We can go thingy, because I can't think of what to call it. We can create a multi-button. So that's 40, and we can give it more buttons. Okay, that should work. I'm actually going to do that. No, I'm not. I'm going to do substring. Do one. Yeah. All right. This should work. So we should see two buttons. One that says S and one that says, well, one that says SI and one that says TR. When I click on this track, it didn't work. I don't know why. The width looks right. Now, if I click on this one, it can't be a signal, so this should be smaller. Hey, okay, so that's working. Oh, you see what I did here was I made a thing, and now what I need to do is tell the thing to render. Okay, here we go. Where can we get? It's always one thing. Always. I always forget one thing. So click. Ah, no. Oh, wrong tool, wrong tool. Relax. Hey, look at that. It can be a track, or it can be a C. That can just be a track. That can just be a track. That can be a track or a C. This one should be a burr. Yes. All right, so the system works. And I guess we probably don't want to show this at all if there's only one option. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, actually, do you know what? This isn't false. This is if new entity get type is equal to so we'll highlight it if it's the current one. That'll be pretty cool. And then we can go here and get rid of this. And I mean, we don't need to do this calculation, but it's pretty cheap. So we'll just say visible equals buttons dot count is greater than 1. Yeah, that works. This track we really don't need, but meh, we can keep it. All right. Yeah, so we need to make that a picture button. No, we need to make that a new type of button, actually. I have no idea how I'm going to render these things. I think maybe it'll be easy, but I don't know. I've forgotten how to get renderers for things. So this should show... No, wrong tool. Hey, that's a track. That's a signal. Oh, that's awesome. That doesn't show anything. Yes, perfect. I like this very much. That makes it go, hey, yes, I like this very, very much. I guess we probably should have the close button there. But fortunately, that's really easy because we can go and we can say override can close. Close. And do we need text? No, I don't think we do. The beauty of a UI framework. Non-nullable field message thing. Okay, that is there. If buttons is null or count 0. Oops, bracket. No? What's wrong with that? Oh, that's the wrong type of bracket. Okay. Pattern matching for the sake of pattern matching. Because why not? Yeah, this is really wasteful constructing this button. Well, I don't think it does anything. Nah, it just renders. Oh, it handles mouse actions. Oh no, actually I want to keep that, don't I? Okay, let's do this. Let's create a field for that. We'll do that. And we'll do this. And then here we can do this, and we can get rid of our button list entirely because we don't need it. And that is normal. Okay, so every time selected things changed, we create a new button that has multiple buttons in it. Great. All right, let's go and fill in some more things. What I want to do is extract a method, I think. Yep. So this is active, and this is going to be on click, and we're going to want the column, the row, and new entity. And so here, I think we just call add. Is there a replace? I think we just call add. Oh no, that passes in an entity package. No, I don't want that. How do we do this? We call the underlying add, and that's not going to work. But maybe we don't need this method anymore. Tree tool, track tool. Yeah, I don't think we need this method anymore. Is there a set? No, there's no set, but I'm thinking add can just be essentially this is now our static entity. So if you call it with Well, hang on, no. Where's it called from? Oh no, something has to create. No, we still need this. Right, yes. For the auto draw. No. I don't know what that is. No, we still do need this. Okay, I think we just need, yeah, we'll just have a set. Good idea. And I do want to get rid of all this code as well. In fact, I think I just want to do this. Pretty much. That loop. Yeah, okay, so yeah, let's add a set. Yep. HD. And I think we just call add on the base. Let's have a look what that does. So if we pass in an entity, no, we need to call remove. Yeah, because if there's already a track, we're not going to, okay, so we need to call remove. This is a problem. The remove is a problem. Also, didn't I swear I did this before. I feel like I've written that code before. Maybe I got rid of it. Oh no, here. No, remove. No. No, I didn't. Maybe it was in the code I just deleted. Oh, store entity? No, that doesn't remove. No, I feel like I think maybe it used to be here, and I think I might have gotten rid of it. Maybe. Or it was in that find best thing method. Oh yeah, no, here it is, yeah. So we remove and then we add. Okay, so the same thing. Cool. So we need to pull this up to the interface. And then we can call it. Entity. All right, I think this might maybe work. I think, but yeah, that remove is problematic. The remove is what causes the signal next to the corner to be weird. But I think that's because we're not using factories properly. So that should be a signal. Oh no, I'm not handling any mouse clicks. See, there's always something. Yeah, the remove is a problem because what happens is, so you remove, when I put down a signal, that removes that, which makes this track go straight, right? If I remove this, makes that track go straight. Then it tries to put down a signal. No, maybe that recalculates. I don't know. I think that's a problem. But we will see. So in our, yeah, here, track selection menu. Okay, so we need to handle some pointer action. And I think we just essentially pass this through to our button as well, because we just have one giant button. We can do that. That's null or false. Okay. Oh, I broke the world. Put the world back. All right. So track and signal. Yes. Didn't go active. That should go away. Maybe. See? Yeah. Problem. Yeah, that's annoying. Oh. That's weird. What? Why? That makes no sense. Okay, so yeah, so let's go. If we do something, then this dot visible is false. That makes sense. I think. I don't know. Maybe we should keep it open. I guess it depends how many tracks you have to choose from. Like if you're shopping around. What about this one? Click. Oh. it's triggering on the mouse over. Return true in the if. No, so the return true doesn't really matter. The return true is just whether the mouse click gets passed on to the next thing, but there's no next thing yet. This is if action is click. There we go. And actually, you know what I think might look better? Is here. Yep. I can go. Whoops. Whoops. Let's see what that looks like. And then I need to work out how to draw them. Well, I've got the code for it somewhere. So, right, tool, click, and signal. And click, track. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. That one doesn't pop anything. Oh no! I can't turn the signals on now. Oh, I've overloaded the pointer tool too much. I can't turn the signals on. And I can't... Yeah, that's not happening either. Oh, that's very annoying. Nah, too many things are popping up. Switch track tool? I don't want to... I could do a switch track tool, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know how... Well, I tell you what. What if this had all of the states of the signal? Because if you think about it, a signal is a green signal, a red signal, a 5-second timer signal. You could have a 10-second timer signal. And then here, actually, yes, because here you could have a left facing, a right facing, or a new horizontal type. Yeah, maybe this needs to have, maybe the factories need to return way more. Like, in actual fact, I mean, how crazy could you get? Like, would you have it that here it would say, well, I can be a vertical track, or I can be a horizontal track that joins up to there? That might be a bit horrible. I don't know. This window also needs to go away very frequently, and I don't know how to make it do that. Back to the all valid types. Well, yeah, except from the factory, which is different. If the button handles another, you know what? Actually, I want to do that, don't I? Because I don't care whether you click the button. If you click anywhere, and I think that might work. Maybe. I don't know. The capturing of the mouse is not a strong suit of this framework. Click there. Yeah, see, no, this one doesn't get it because I'm not anywhere near the track. That's kind of annoying. I don't know how to fix that. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's not worry about that. Let's worry about drawing. So to draw our button, we don't want text. So I think I want a new type of button, and I guess this is a track button. And let's just yeah, that'll do. What do we need? New. All right, let's create a track button. Ooh, generate type code provider. Yeah, we can do a new file. Let's have a look at the stack trace. Oh my god. Okay, use expression body if desired. One moment, please. A slight diversion on the on the path to happiness. As we log a bug. Maybe. What is it? The service generate type code fix provider. 25th of June? Could be that one. Nope, it's not that one. Bug report. So if you ever want to know how to log a bug in Roslyn, here's how. You simply go here and go generate type code fix provider crashed. Grab the exception. You know what else you can do? You can go and mute yourself. Good, you muted, and flip. Then we oops, close too many. Oh no, is this gonna work? Yes. Okay, stop, and hopefully we can go back far enough. No, we can't. Damn it. I'll do that later. But always good to link to a recording of you hitting the bug. Yeah. But in general, what was I doing? I was generating a class from new to X. It's probably the lambda or something. And we have logged a bug. See, we are good open source citizens. Well done, everybody. You were part of this. Okay. Now, did it actually? I think it did. Do I have a track button? No. Should we try again? Oh no, it's I didn't click the enable button. All right, fine. All right, so let's make a track button. So track button is a button. It's abstract. This is where we want to draw a thing. This is where we need a width. Yeah, that's true. Did I not give a width to this one? Weird. Oh no, the multi-button does it. Okay, cool. So let's generate a constructor. And this is active. This is click. Click. That. Okay. A generic button of iRenderer of T. Yes, pretty much. Pretty much. Oh, I can't use DI. That's annoying. Yeah. Okay, so what we want to do is find somewhere here is a track renderer. No, track layout renderer. This is the one. So track layout renderer has an enumerable of renderers. Oh, okay, it has an enumerable. Does it? Of iStatic renderer of track. And then, oh, then it checks should render. Okay. Oh, so you can't actually, yeah, right. Okay. So there's no way to say, give me the renderer for this. You just loop through them all and say, hello, would you like to draw this entity? Which is fair. Minimum width is 40. And, okay, so for each renderer in renderers, if renderer, too many R's. if you should render the track, then, so what do we need to do? I've forgotten how this works. Fill with red. We know the coords, they're 0, 0. We don't worry about image caching. We scale. Yes, that's what we need to do, and that's it. Yeah. Whoops, wrong. This one. We'll basically do that. That's canvas. That's canvas. We need a pixel mapper. No, we don't. That's 40. I think that's all. Do I want to scale this canvas? I'm going to canvas. Let's just in case. Okay, what do I do with this? Okay, that should work. What's wrong with this? Make field redundant. Okay. I think that should work. Okay, so back to here. So we need, unfortunately, to pass this into here, which is just a little bit annoying because that's quite the long constructor now. Renders. And then, okay, so that render, that's going to render thing. Yeah, I think that'll work. Feels wrong somehow. I don't know why. Oh, you know what? It's not going to work. And so this highlights a problem with the factories. This won't work. This will draw 2 blank squares. Oh, well, they're almost blank. So the factories are not producing a valid track. And this is something that needs to be fixed. And is probably not going to get fixed solely tonight. But essentially, so what happens here is somewhere, I don't know, I click that in the factory. This thing just says, yeah, here, have a signal, right? Like it's just, this is essentially a way of saying, here's a thing, now go fill it in. And then when you put it on the layout, it gets filled in. What should actually happen is here, this should give me back one that is fully constructed and ready to drop in. And then all of the logic for, so essentially all the logic for like what direction a track should face really needs to be in this class, not where it is. But so yeah, this we can just go for now. Actually, no, we can make this a little bit. We can make this a little bit smart. Try get track. So this is and actually, and we can go that. We can go that. We go if it's a signal. I can actually even that if it's a signal, that's wrong as well. It shouldn't care about that. That's yeah. Actually, probably. Yeah, no, it does still do that. Yeah, it shouldn't care. In fact, it shouldn't care about either of those two things. What this should do, the only thing this should do is look for, is there a cell, is there a track there and a track there, or a track there and a track there? Let's do that. Okay, can't be over water. No, there's no easy way to do this. All right, we'll just leave this for now. What we're going to do though here is we go track switch track dot direction. So if the direction is horizontal, then we return a new signal with a direction of track direction horizontal, and otherwise vertical, and otherwise null. And then this is return entity doesn't is not null. Yeah, okay, that'll work. And then on the track front, the track factory front, this is a lot more difficult. So there's a lot of code that needs to go here, and it'll just break the world if I change this. So I'm just going to be lazy and do that. And that could break the world. I wouldn't be surprised, but we'll see. And then we fix all the errors because I did all wrong. No semicolons, semicolon there. Yep. That makes sense. For some reason, I still want to put semicolons at the end of my switch arms. I don't know why. It's a weird habit. All right. I suspect I've just broken track drawing. Let's just check. Oh, no. Yeah. I have. Yeah, that's because the track... So this new track starts off horizontal rather than undefined, so it like has different calculations for what it should be. So I need to fix all of that. This is going to be very, very destructive, I feel. But let's see how this works. Oh, look at that. In fact, they're too close together and they look like they're just a track hovering in midair. And so this, it's a vertical signal. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Oh, and that's horizontal. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that definitely needs to change. The factories should really be where all of the logic is for what is the possible track this could be. And I guess that kind of works. So when you're drawing tracks like this, we just take the first one. So the factories give you the best guess first, right? So in this case, it would be a cross or a horizontal, whatever. But this could also be a horizontal or it could be a vertical. And so for the purposes of this tool, maybe the factories return more than one, and this tool shows them all. And so that's where it could show all of the different types of signals. That kind of works. I don't mind that. In order to not break drawing, though, do you know what we should do? There's an easy way to not break drawing, and that is undo this change, undo this change, and let's just have a new method. And the new method is IEnumerable of tracks. It is get all possible entities, because this is generic. And so this, if we're not on water, oh yeah, column and row, that's important. So if we're not on water, then, oops, we are going to return a track that is horizontal. And let's return one that's vertical just for fun. And we'll pull that to there. Make this a T. And then signal factory, we get the same thing. So same thing if we're not water. And I guess, yeah, I've seen now. This is where I wish I didn't undo the change. Hey Lachlan, how's it going? Welcome. You're up late or joining late. Not streaming tonight, I guess. Finished, maybe? Maybe I'm going late. Excuse me. What do I want to do here? Okay, so we do this. I'm just gonna do this for now. Taking a week off. Very good. I should totally take a week off. But instead, I'm going to stream more. Because I'm an idiot. Horizontal and... Oh no, I didn't want this. What is this? This is signal state. Go. Okay, so this is going to be go, temporary stop, and stop. And yeah, this direction really does need to come from here. I'll do that later. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh, whoops. Gotta call the method first. Track selection panel. Okay, so now we want to do this. Now we go for each track in. Get all possible these. That can't be in new university. And got a thing, yep. Nice. I really need a better equals than this. Did I implement equals on this? No. So if this signals implement equals, if the tracks implement equals, then that'll be even better. So right now I think this will highlight all three signals. Oh yeah, right, I've got other factories. Oops. A tree and bridge. Oops. Bridge. We do this. I guess we need a direction on this as well. Otherwise, it looked terrible. Okay, and I think I've got my track factory one wrong. Oh no, not water. Yeah, that's right. Signal. Signal factory. Not water. Okay, good. Alright, so this should now mean track drawing works again, but also we can select things. Maybe. Okay, I need to fix this track. Okay. So let's find some clear land here. Alright, so track drawing. Does it work? I don't know, my mouse skipped. Yes, okay, track drawing works again, that's good. That's what you want. It doesn't do any weirdness there. Pointer, click. Yes, look at that. Lots of types of things. That's what we want. But it does need to be smarter. So that's weird. So I said to make a vertical one and it made it horizontal. Yeah, okay. Oh man, this is really nice in some ways, but then really terrible in others because it's completely broken and I don't know if I should commit it. Are these going to go green? Do they actually work? That is also another question I have. Hey, they went green. Okay. I like where this is going. Like the potential here is good, but I don't love how broken it is. But it's, I just feel like it's so much work to get it to work. I don't know, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm overthinking. Does it make sense to put the signals there? Is it going to end up with like 1,000 different track times? Use branches, Dave says the spooky ghost. Oh dear, that's pretty funny. Yes, I should totally use branches, but then, I mean, I can just not as well. Like, I don't know. If I push this to master and master doesn't Well, no, master will build, it'll deploy. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Each track type has a column or row. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, but like I need to implement the equals method properly. I need the factories to get smarter. So like this here should show me 3 vertical signals. These things just, ugh, like the smarts that need to go in here is basically the same smarts as does this. But I'd like to unify it all, which seems hard. I also want this to go away. It hangs around way too much. Isn't equals just ID equal instead of type? Oh, is it? Maybe it is. Well, actually, we can find that out very easily because if I can remember where this is. Yeah, that's actually a good point. This is dot identifier equals track dot identifier. No, it's actually both. So it's type and identifier. Yeah, no, you're right. It is. It's type and identifier. I forgot about identifier. Thank you, Scott. That should do it. A type of track piece that switches between 2 tracks each time transfer to. Yeah, well, so this is sort of where what I'm doing essentially is breaking the world. Is building up the infrastructure so that new custom track types are really easy to make. So yes, you should be able to make essentially what yeah, that works. Green, yellow, yes. Hey, identifier. Oh, that was odd. It jumped to there. I don't understand things. Yeah, essentially to make a new custom track type, what you should be able to do is create the type, the serializer, and the factory, and that's it. Everything else just works, and it should appear in here when it needs to, etc. If you write all the smarts in the factory. That's definitely where I want to get to. I mean, I could just check this in. This is, well, it's a little horrible. Actually, do you know what? I can make it completely not horrible by making one slight hack, which is I can get rid of this, and in track renderer, I can do this horribleness. There we go. Wouldn't it be great if the temporary signal reset once the training gone over it? Yeah, totally could do that. Switch segment container. Oh, whoops. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, like resetting, or even, I mean, you could have, I guess now we could just have more different types of signals. The only other option maybe is if the signal got to draw its own UI in here, or like, yeah, like if there was a different type of renderer that rendered the sample track of the sample, the UI for track selection, and then under here you could have like options like checkpoint, like reset again, or go after 5 seconds, or 2 seconds, go be a track. Yes, that works. Okay, that works better. So having this be just a track means it's undefined, so all of the normal behaviors were like, that's pretty cool. That's still completely broken, but then you can put it back, and then that jumps down there for no reason. I think that click is the problem. Actually, I know that click is the problem. Yeah, because I'm returning false from here. I should return true always, because if anything clicks on me, I don't want that click to go anywhere. This essentially prevent bubble, right? And actually, the other thing I want for this, what is the order? Do we have orders? 100 for the tools panel, 150 for the toggles. I have no idea. Is this going up? Is this going down? Okay, 10. So that's right. So I think I want this to be super high. Yeah, that makes sense. And also in close button width 24. that's too much. I think that'll look better. Maybe. Although it'll probably look bad for the train. Wrong tool. Oh, I don't love the pan tool. No, that looks ugly. No, gotta put back the 24. Anyway, that works. I'm actually happy with that as a concept. I'm really happy with that. The only thing, no, that needs to be vertical. Okay, let's fix that while we're here. I think if I fix that, I'm happy to check this in. So Signal Factory needs to get smarter. So what we need to do, okay, so if we're not over water, there will always be a track. You can never put a signal on an empty spot. So we can do this. There has to be a track. And then we can go if there's a track, and yeah, actually no, it is. It's just all of that, isn't it? If the track is a signal, we don't care about that anymore. Do we care about that? Oh, let's go with no. And then this is just that. Okay, so now what we're saying is, if there's a track underneath us and it's horizontal and vertical, then we will create a signal that is the same direction. I think that will just work. So pointer, yes, those are vertical. That works great. Doesn't show up. Yeah, that's cool. And then this one, we can now make that a signal, but I mean, that's fine. That works. I really like that. I think there needs to be some borders between here though. They run a bit close together, but yeah, I feel like padding is going to come another day. I think that's good enough check-in. Is that okay with you, Roman? Do you want me to make a branch, or should I check that in? I think that's cool. I think that's working pretty well. I could totally see a whole bunch of PRs for a whole bunch of custom track types with just a little bit more work. What I have done here is been very bad at remembering to commit often, so that's no good. The other thing I've possibly done is, yeah, this really should also happen for trees. So like this shouldn't be tried to track, this should be more generic, but I don't think I can do that. That can be ignored. The try toggle method. No, was it the can toggle method? I think this can get removed. Yep. So we can get rid of that. That's updatable. Let's track. In fact, do we need try toggle? Oh, I know. I've broken T intersections. Yeah. So previously clicking with the pointer would change the T intersection, and now it won't. So that needs some smarts from the factory. You need to order some smarts from the factory. Yeah. So if you click there, I want to see the other type of T intersection, or I guess a horizontal track, or the as yet unmade T intersection where it goes straight, which will be awesome, and I really want that. I'm going to leave that as an exercise for another day though. But yeah, I can get rid of can toggle. Yes, I can get rid of try toggle as well. Yay, toggling is gone. Ooh. Needs to be fixed. That needs to go think that'll work. The timer starts at 0. And then when we reach... Yeah, I think that works. Why is this public? Oh, see that. Fair enough. Ooh, excuse me. We're done. We are done. I don't even know what to call this. It does everything. Like I can't even, no. One big commit it is. I don't care. No one's looking at this Git repo. We have completely revamped track selection. Sure. Commit and push. That, friends, is that. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for joining me. We should totally see. I should just do this before I forget, so I can add more detail to that tomorrow. We should totally see who is streaming, which we are going to do by going to this URL. Thank you, Lachlan. Thank you for hanging out this evening. Ads. Tim, as always, is doing game things. And so we will just not play an ad for Banjo-Kazooie because I don't know the legalities of that. But yes, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you, SurlyDev. Thank you, Scott. Thank you to the followers and the subscribers and thank you. Is that Banjo? Yeah, Crash Bandicoot. I don't even know. I'm such a bad gamer. Have a great evening, everybody. Oh, I need to type in... We're not just going to sit here watching. Hang on. I need to type in the magic words. Ah, dear. Yep. Got his name right, which I have, so that's good. Thank you. You don't restrict your choice to live coders. Bally.io. Yes, Bally.io is started by 2 live coders, actually. Sun and Sushi Day are live coders. So I am well aware of Bally.io. I think I'm listed on there. It's a weird overlappy world, but yeah, no, you're right. I should go there more often. It's good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, everybody. Enjoy. We're going to raid Tim and have a good evening and see ya.